be frightened. It's only me. Don't worry. I know you're a bit on guard, and I understand why. Which is why I really appreciate you taking this risk, coming to meet with me tonight. I know the curfew is strictly enforced within the temple, but I just had to see you. I wanted to discuss something with you, but I couldn't say anything in front of the masters. If they overheard, then the consequences would be drastic, to say the least. What I want to propose is not exactly within the ideals of the Jedi Code, but I ask that you hear me out before you tell me your answer. Our lives have been dedicated towards the Force ever since we were in our cribs. We have been taught the secrets of this power, this omnipotent strength that is in all living things. It's not just incredible, it's unbelievable. It seems so simple, yet it is something that remains beyond any understanding that we have within our teachings. However, is the Force really the only thing in the galaxy that matters? Is there not some form of purpose, or at least something out there that we can follow? That we can pursue freely without rules? Without boundaries? Something that allows us to be free in unity? Together as one? What do I mean? I can't keep lying. I just can't keep up this mask that we've put up. To the masters, to our friends, to everyone. I can't keep up what we've buried. And I can sense within you that you want the same thing. We knew it was a necessity at first, but as time went on, my feelings only grew. Ever since that trip, Master Chorus took us on to Hoth with the rest of the class, where a cave-in within the outpost crushed your room, so you had to share mine. That night is always held a special place in my heart. Under those covers, as I listened to the beat of your heart, while we kept each other warm from the cold darkness that laid outside. We couldn't stop after that. The glances during class, the pull I feel towards you during meditation, the way we clashed in dual training. I knew there was something about you that I couldn't ignore, regardless of the code. Now, I would gladly say that I would die for you. I would kill for you. And I would do anything to make sure that you stayed happy. But right now, you don't feel joy. You feel dread. Oh, you can't hide it. Not from me. What happened? What has caused you to be so upset? What? Master Chorus knows? No. How could he? We were careful. We took every precaution. The librarian. You can never do anything in the holocron vault without her knowing, can you? Well, what did he say? He won't tell the council. That's wonderful news. Wait. What? He won't tell the council if you stop seeing me? No. 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 That absolute Toydarian. He's threatening you. Why? Oh, to hell with the code. He still has no right to threaten you like that. Not only is an action such as that against the code itself, but it's completely immoral. Way out? That's what he said. If you do as he says, he will still know about it afterwards. He can tell the council at any time he likes, even if you put 1 foot out of place. If you do as he says, he will hold it over you until the day he dies. And if he does that, you'll have no choice but to do what he says. You will be a slave to him. Your shot at freedom will be gone. And worst of all, I won't be here to protect you. I can't let that happen. I won't. I promise you. What can I do? Well, I know exactly what we can do. You don't have to do what he says. If we left the Order together, he won't have anything against you. You'll be free. Yes, I said leave the Order. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. This is what I wanted to propose. Because the Jedi believe that having attachments, falling in love, is wrong. But if it's wrong, then how can anyone explain the joy, the warmth, the peace that I feel whenever I'm with you, talking to you, or kissing you, or even laying next to you as we sleep? I never, ever felt anything more perfect. Not even in my meditation. In my heart, I know it's right, despite what we've been taught. If that's true, then maybe we learned about the Force from the wrong side. It got me thinking, what if the Jedi were wrong in their interpretations of the Force and its abilities? So much so that it became an obsession which grew further and further until they dedicated their lives to understanding it, removing love and anger and all emotion, just so they could be one with it, pushing them to the point where they start to lose their humanity. From the looks of things, the Jedi are not users of the Force. They're slaves to it. And every day, they abduct children with abilities like ours so they can teach them to become like them. Compared to us, the clones have more freedom than we do. But it doesn't have to be this way. We can still learn more about the Force. Perhaps more than we've ever dreamed. But we can't do it within the Jedi Order. To do that, we must consult Force users that utilize stronger aspects of their abilities. I'll come out and I will say it plain and simple. We lead the temple, the Order, all of it, and we can join the Sith. Shh, shh, keep your voice down, keep your voice down. You'll wake everyone. I know you're objected to this after hearing what you've heard, but I have done my research. Instead of blocking out emotions, the Sith embrace them, and it makes them stronger. Most likely stronger than some of our best masters and knights. Not only that, but they operate without the restrictions of the Jedi, meaning masters can have 2 padawans at one time. And we would be allowed to have attachments. We would even be allowed to marry. It's a life that's perfect. We can still learn from the Force, perhaps in new ways, and we can be who we want to be at long last. No secrets, no lies, no mask, just us, for now and always. I understand that this is upsetting and confusing for you, but I owe you the truth, and this is it. This is how I feel, and it's what I want to do with you. Don't you want the same thing? They may have done terrible things, but they were committed by those who took the dark side too far. If we learn to control it, to use only a small amount of it, we can still keep our strength and remain true to who we are. And if we can do it, we can even help the rest of the Sith back to a good path. If we do this, we have a chance to really make a difference, bigger than anything the Jedi could achieve. I don't want to do it alone, because while it would be a special thing, it could be more than that. With you by my side as we do it together. I know we can do it, but it's not my choice to make for you. You have to decide on what you want to do. Will you take a leap of faith and join me? Or will you stay with the Order and risk becoming Chorus's puppet? You are greatly conflicted, I know. If there was any other option, I would consider it, truly. However, I couldn't find one, as much as I wanted to. Right now, we have 2 paths, but we can't follow both of them. We must choose one. I've already chosen mine, but I don't want to go down it alone. You must choose yours. But if you need help with your decision, I may have an idea. Recently, I've come into contact with a man who knows the ways of the Force, who's been trained to use the dark side. He can offer us safe passage out of the system and to a planet where we can train freely. He'll even train us himself. I can arrange a meeting with him. We can go and see him together. He can answer any questions you may have and hopefully put your mind at ease. He will not harm us. I've made sure of it. He'll only talk with us. Please, trust me. Come with me to see him tomorrow night and make your decision then. That's all I ask. So, will you come with me? Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. Meet me again by the temple entrance tomorrow night at the same time, and I will take you to him, and we'll talk to him together. For now, though, we must rest. Tomorrow night will be long, but we'll do it together. Good night, my love.
Conspiring with Sith Lords. It goes against everything the Order stands for. Not to mention a secret relationship. I should arrest them now. But if I follow them tomorrow night, I could arrest the Sith Lord they're meeting with as well. If I do that, catching traitors within our ranks, they'll hail me as a hero. And I'll be one big step closer to my seat on the council.